Yo dudettes! Welcome. This is the wonderful Julie Pyatt. Julie's written an amazing book called This Cheese Is Nuts. And this is one of Julie's favorite recipes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually the premier beginning recipe. If you want to start making vegan cheese, this is the place to start.
Brilliant. So perfect entry level starting place for
Anybody
vegan
can make
cheese.
this recipe. It'll be ready in about 5 minutes.
Brilliant. Okay, here we go. First step you're going to need is a food processor. Ideally use a really good one, and if you don't have a good one, try to get a high-speed blender, and if not, it'll just need a little bit longer time. Yeah?
Absolutely. You're going to want to soak your nuts, but if you don't remember
I love to soak my nuts.
It's very important to soak your nuts. But if you forget to soak your nuts, don't worry about it. You can just bring a pot of water to boil and dump them in for a few seconds, and they'll be
they'll just become
moisturized.
softer. The reason why to soak them is, one, you're going to get a smoother texture. Here we've used 2 cups of almonds. We boiled them for 10 minutes because we forgot to soak them overnight. They will puff up, it'll make them easier to digest, and they'll just be softer. You'll get a smoother cheese.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so put those
So
in.
first step, 2 cups of almonds into the food processor.
That's right.
How do you say almonds?
Almonds.
And we say almonds.
Almonds.
In Ireland. Almonds.
I'm learning though. Here we have a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. Nutritional
Perfect.
yeast is how we get our B vitamins. It's loaded with a lot of B vitamins, but especially B12.
And it'll add the cheesy flavor without adding the saturated fat or dietary cholesterol.
Absolutely. And you can
In a
play
cup.
with this ingredients. You can increase it or decrease it depending on your individual taste.
But this one is beautiful. This works. This cheese is rocking.
It's rocking.
Okay, next ingredient.
Okay, let's go ahead and add the pimientos. And pimientos are actually roasted red peppers. Ideally, you can get these in a jar from your local health food market.
Yeah.
We didn't have it, so we roasted them.
So literally
ourselves.
just take 2 peppers, chop them up, put them in the oven, roast them for at about 180 degrees for about 20 minutes until they come nice and charred, because that charred bit is going to add just a nice kind of more smoky flavor.
Yeah, definitely. So I just start with one of those dudes.
Okay, so 1.
And
So
we'll
1 pepper, in it goes.
And you're going to want to adjust that depending on the color of the cheese, because we're going to want it to be slightly orange, and that's how we're going to get our color in this recipe.
Perfect.
So here we have a teaspoon of garlic powder and also sea salt.
Perfect.
Put that in.
And then if you do want to add a smoky taste, in the recipe in the book, Julie used a smoked sea salt. If you don't have that, just use a normal sea salt and a pinch of smoked paprika. That'll add the smoky flavor.
So here we're going to use smoked paprika today.
And be gentle with smoked paprika because it can quickly dominate very quick because it has a strong smoke flavor. So we're just going to start with maybe 2 little pinches.
Beautiful.
Love the flavor.
Okay, and then is the water content. So let's start with about a 1/4 cup. That's
Okay,
more
quarter
than
cup
a
of
quarter
water.
cup.
Perfect.
I'm just going to I think that's about right.
Perfect. In
And
it
then we'll
goes.
see what happens.
Lid on, and here we go. Okay, you might need to stop it once or twice and just push everything down the sides just to make sure you can really get that smooth cheese. Oh, it smells.
Smells
fab.
really smoky.
Like it smells smoky
Yeah.
and cheesy and oaky and almondy, as we would say in Ireland.
Okay, but I don't like the color of that. It's got to be a little bit more
Okay.
orange. So let's go ahead and add another one of these
Okay,
peppers
another red
in.
pepper.
Yeah, let's
So this
really
is
get-
about 2 red peppers. In they go, roasted ones.
I think it's good.
Yeah, you're happy?
Yeah, I think so. You can go ahead and scrape it down a little bit more.
Okay.
And again, you can adjust the texture depending on how you like it. I like mine a little chunky in this recipe. It really has a nice texture, and it's really great on a delicious cracker.
So in she goes, or in. It is a she, isn't it?
It's a she.
It's definitely. This was Julie's creation. It's a goddess.
Let's go ahead and spoon that into our serving bowl. And then we're going to start to kind of mold it into a shape, a ball, just using your spoon.
And as you saw, it's real simple. And wait till we try it. This is rocking. Smells
Okay,
fab.
so wait, but before you do that,
Okay.
let's go ahead and use our basil.
Basil is what we call it. Julie likes to call it.
Basil.
Basil. Oh,
So
I
basil.
like this.
So it's so nice when you just take a little extra moment and just bring a little nature into the presentation.
Julie,
You
now
see
you're
that?
talking. And even little flowers from the garden.
Yeah.
Like, can I put that beside it?
Absolutely.
Oh,
makes
look
it
at that.
so
This is
gorgeous.
fit for a goddess. So here we go. We try it.
Yeah, let's try.
Okay, in she goes. So it's got a nice chunky texture. It does feel nice and moist. Love the smokiness. That's really, really tasty. So this would be perfect on sandwiches, perfect on spreads, perfect on bread, perfect on crackers. Really tasty. The smokiness is absolutely fabulous. A nice blend of the nutritional yeast adds a real cheesy flavour. Rocking. Absolutely tasty.
Very cheesy, right?
Yeah, fab.
It's a winner.
Dudes, check out Julie's book. Over 75 recipes. This cheese is nuts. You get it on Amazon. Check out Judy on Amazon, Srimati, and thanks for watching.
On
Please subscribe.
Instagram.
On Instagram.
Srimati.
Srimati, there you have it. Thanks for watching, sending loads of love. Cheers!
Cheers.